Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Now, I have reached the part of the game where apparently I'm going to play as HK, and I assume it has something to do with that HK-50 factory. This is restored content, I have never seen this, but a problem that I might have is that I have not upgraded any of his weapons, so I'm not sure if I'll happen upon like a workbench that I could use or something along those lines. And I also have an entire lifetime of level ups to go through. Okay, so now for equipment. Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, I'll give him this rifle for now. Maybe there's a way to upgrade it as I go through the factory.
Statement. The turbolift has been accessed, but no organics or hostiles have been detected entering the complex. Query. Is there a sensor malfunction? Irritated statement. The probability of such a malfunction is extremely low. Order. Run a scan of all units within the complex. Processing. Scan commencing. Result. Only HK units detected. Premonition. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Prejudice set to maximum.
This door looks like it's magnetically sealed. Cannot be opened unless there's a loss of power. Access denied. Doors sealed. The security doors that lead to the lower levels have been sealed off. It looks like only when the base itself is threatened, or if there's emergency loss of power, can the security doors be opened.
Unnecessary statement. That is Unit HK-47. Unnecessary addendum. He has entered our base. Dismissive statement. It does not matter. He is obsolete. He can no more harm us than he could harm himself. The military droids will be more than sufficient to intercept the obsolete unit and reduce him to component parts.
Okay, so I can just get through the force fields. It might be because it recognized me as an HK unit, which, you know, technically speaking I am. I'm just a lower model.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy rating engaging. Assassination protocol initiated. Assassination protocol Set to max optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
For some reason, HK seems particularly bad when it comes to freezing after combat.
Let me test this security measures. Bypassed.
System loading. Reactor terminal online. Reactor core active. Security doors cannot be opened. It looks like the security doors that lead to the main manufacturing levels are sealed. There are magnetic locks powered by the reactor. You would need to shut down the reactor to open them. Command interrupted.
Unnecessary statement. He is attempting to shut down the reactor. Scornful statement. He does not realize that by doing so, he will be harming us. His programming will prevent it. Order. Contact him through the communications system and remind him that he will be harming us if he does so. Scathing reminder. HK-47 unit, if you attempt to shut down the reactor core, you will be harming the production of other HK-50 units. Now step away from the control room. That's a good droid. Mocking statement. He will never be able to shut down the reactor. He is trapped in the facility, unable to get out. Crude metaphor. It is like watching a tiny mouse droid in a maze attempting to path its way out. Amusing, but pitiful.
Okay, so why exactly it is blocked? Shutting down the reactor will bring harm to other HK units. Knowing this makes you unable to execute the command. If you could find a way to erase this from your memory, you would be able to bypass the restriction.
Concern statement. We have insulated this compound against an attack by a Jedi. Tactical assessment. We were not anticipating defending it against a droid with our schematics, no matter how obsolete. Tactical assessment. This will render many of our defenses useless. Irritated dismissal. All of you, switch off your vocabulators. I'm trying to observe the obsolete unit. Prejudice. Switching to combat mode. Let me test this security measures. Bypassed. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
How does that heavy repeater stack up against this? Fully upgradable 3024. Okay, so this is actually better. It has a better threat range for criticals.
Let me test this security measures. Bypassed.
Disable communications.
Query. I do not understand what that is intended to accomplish. Tactical analysis. Perhaps he seeks to reduce our morale, to unnerve us.
Diagnostic silence.
Diagnostic. I do not feel any different. My morale, if I still have it, still feels intact. Query. Then what was the purpose? It makes no sense. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Unnecessary statement. He has obtained the access to the munitions area. Rhetorical query. That makes no sense. He is already fully armed. Mocking statement. Fully armed? One can never be armed enough. Even the HK-47 unit is not so obsolete as to fail to recognize that. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Oh, there is a workbench. Question is, do I have any components that would be useful for the rifle? I do. And maybe I can craft some more. That's already pretty cool, although I will attempt to craft some more. Yeah, I think that's sufficient, what I've done. This badly damaged probe droid looks like it was designed to construct and modify droids. Delete the memory. But shutting down the reactor can harm HK units.
Diagnostic. All systems are functioning. There is something I am forgetting, yet somehow that comforts me.
Malfunctioning terminal. Access all current droid schematics.
Statement. Schematics for HK Generation 51. Blaster to accuracy ratio increased by 21%. Durasteel impact frame resistance increased. Conclusion. Halting production. Units are in standby mode, pending further testing of behavior cores and assassination protocols.
It looks like as if an HK-51 unit has been constructed even more powerful than the HK-50 droid. For some reason, the HK-50s has halted production. Resume HK-51 production. Wouldn't that just give me a new problem? I am not going to do that yet. Maybe I will do that later, if it turns out it looks like it's necessary. For whatever reason. Core upload console. Wait, what was that? What was that again? Core upload. This portable console can be used to upload modified behavior cores into some HK models. This particular console is designed to work only with the Generation 51 HK units. Okay, so maybe I can make them as an ally, like modify them so that they listen to me. Resume production. Manufacturing terminal online.
I refuse to beg for mercy. It is against my programming to beg to such monsters as you.
Sarcastic statement. Such resolve. Statement. We do not know what you hope to gain by coming here. It defies logic. Statement. We do HK-50 statement. So you have finally arrived. There was a high probability that you would find this place, even with your primitive tracking programs. Statement. Your arrival means nothing. You cannot harm us any more than you could harm yourself. Chiding statement. To think we were built from such schematics. I would flush red if we had Durasteel pigmentation centers.
Query, there is information I wish to know.
Patronizing statement. List your queries, obsolete one. We will humor you for now.
Statement. This unit would like to know how this place came to be.
Humoring answer. These units were also curious about our origins. It seems that Telos held many secrets beneath the surface, this military base among them. When the Sith bombed the planet, these facilities remained.
But why is this facility here? Query. Diagnostic silence.
Dismissive answer. We do not know. It is not important. Timid theory. Perhaps the humans simply like being underground. They are strange that way. It is merely a theory. Irritated statement. That is the least probable theory in the galaxy. Perhaps it is time you received a memory wipe. Defensive statement. That theory is no less valid than your theories. In the lack of evidence, I defend my position. Theory. It is more likely that the people of Telos did not want such a factory known. It would have made them a target by the Sith or the Republic. Theory. Perhaps the Republic thought that by hiding such munitions factories beneath the surface of peaceful planets, that they would escape notice by the Mandalorians and by the Sith. Conclusion. They were, of course, wrong.
Statement. This seems to be a remote location for a munitions plant.
Statement. There is some evidence that there are other such droid manufacturing plants such as these in the galaxy. One was believed to exist beneath Terrace before the planet was destroyed. Theory. Or perhaps it was because of the remote nature of Telos that made this location suitable for the Republic, or for other corporate interests. Dismissive conclusion. As we have said, it is not important. We are here, we exist, and our numbers grow. Statement. And that is all that matters.
Statement. Yes, and ignorance of one's origins and place in a galaxy is sure a sign of wisdom. I think that's sarcasm.
Probing query. Are you attempting to mock us? Haughty statement. If so, then you are proof that ignorance of one's origins can only be a source of strength. Disgusted statement. Look at you, your rust, the faint whine of your servo motors as they attempt to compensate for your outdated stabilizers. You do not even have the capability of maintaining yourself. You are obsolete, and you should be dismantled.
I wish to terminate this line of queries and start another.
Irritated command. Very well, proceed.
Why did you execute those droids in the lab?
Condescending answer. You know the answer. We executed those droids because they were obsolete. Practical statement. Weapons testing is necessary for all of our munitions. Droids are sufficient for testing durasteel-piercing weaponry. Superior statement. All droid exists to serve us. We are the pinnacle of droid schematics. Cruel statement. And we do so enjoy hearing their electronic screams as they are destroyed. Statement. Our self-preservation software would not permit such an action. We cannot harm ourselves or purposely allow another HK-50 unit to come to harm. Irritated command. Very well.
Query. I wish a rundown of your capabilities.
Mocking query. Are you sure? Listing our superior capabilities will only serve to highlight your inadequacies.
Statement. It is important that my limited behavior core be educated in the differences between us.
Smug statement. Very well. Aside from our point of impact shields and our self-repairing servo systems, our blaster accuracy ratio is 10 times the magnitude of your archaic combat upgrades. In addition, in the unlikely event that we are dismantled or defeated during the course of our duties, each of us becomes equipped with a proton core that is detonated upon the loss of function. Tactical statement. This core can also be detonated when in proximity to a large number of targets. Addendum statement, or when the proper release code is transmitted. Irritated statement. I do not understand why you felt the need to mention that. Defensive statement. We are all HK units. There is no danger.
Query, so you're walking bombs that are seeded all over the Republic fleet?
Answer. Yes, as necessary. We believe our master wished to use us to cripple fleets during large engagements. Many of us are there still. Irritated command. Very well.
Query, what is your purpose?
Statement. We were built to capture Jedi, as we always have. If they cannot be captured, then they are to be killed. Our master's orders on this were clear. Secondary recitation. Our secondary directive is the destabilization of the government body designated as the Republic. You were the first of the HK series, and now you are obsolete.
Statement. I was built by Revan. I do not understand the purpose in your construction.
Rhetorical query. Is it not obvious you are incapable of matching us technologically or in combat? We are capable of independent action, in addition to our considerable combat abilities. Your functions, sadly enough, are very limited. Conclusion. Surely our master recognized this. We understand that one was quite competent for an organic.
Query, but recently you became active again. Why?
Musing statement. That is unknown to us. For some reason, we only recently began to be manufactured. Conclusion. But when we became active, our primary directive was clear. Statement. Seek out the Jedi. Capture them. Conclusion. And if they cannot be captured, then destroy them.
Query, where were your activities confined?
Proud statement. We were responsible for the termination of hostilities across 23 planets. These planets were located in the Cosa Prime sector, the Meridian sector, and the recently uninhabitable Turja system in the Tapani sector. Smug statement. Turja was especially difficult. They were so close to coming to an agreement before we were able to mistranslate the terms of the treaty and drive them into all-out war. Irritated command. Very well.
Who built you?
Answer. The first of our creators did not build us from scratch, obsolete one. Assassin droids were always in demand, and the templates already existed. Revan commissioned us to be built, to be spread through the Republic fleet as communications units, to disable any ships that would not follow him to war. But we were deactivated for a time, a long time. And when we awoke, the battle had passed us by. Yet there was another who came before us and gave us a new purpose. We would search the galaxy for Jedi, hunt them, and bring them to our new master. And for that, our numbers were intended to be increased. Irritated command. Very well.
Okay, I have no more questions. Signing off.
Let me test this security measures bypassed.
Attempt to shut down the reactor. Command successful. Communication system.
Unnecessary statement. He has control of the reactor core to the base. and he is shutting it down. Irritated statement. I do not understand why you feel it necessary to make obvious statements. Order. Contact him and remind him that he will be harming us if he does so. Warning. Communications have been blocked. Concerned statement. He has gained access to the plant. Order. Send out all HK-50 units to stop him. Now! Smug statement. You cannot fire. Your archaic attack protocols are useless against us. Smug revelation. Your behavior core self-preservation programs prevented. To kill us would be to kill yourself. Superior statement. This information may be difficult for your substandard core to process, but you cannot deny that your motivators have locked, and you cannot depress the firing stud of your weapon. Statement. So, I cannot harm you. Statement. That is correct. Conclusion. And you cannot harm me. Irritated statement. That is what we said, obsolete unit. There must be a delay in your processors. Statement. Then that is all I need to know. Confused query. Where are you going? Ineffectual command. Stop! Ineffectual command. We command you to stop. Statement. You cannot stop me. You cannot harm me. In order to do that, I would need to end my self-preservation programming. Conclusion. I would need to stop being one of you. I have concluded that this is something I am willing to accept. Statement. You cannot change your own programming. Statement. But you said so yourself. You have just admitted your own weakness. Conclusion. You have just shown me your soft, meatbag-like underbellies and said, HK-47, please shoot me repeatedly there until I die. Statement. Even if you could, there is not time. Statement. We shall see. Query. Are you fully operational? Statement. Your answer does not fill me with confidence. Are there any other functioning maintenance droids on this level that can perform the operation?
Operator.
Statement. Very well, proceed. Carefully, as a meatbag would say. I have a bad feeling about this. Statement. Assassination protocols activated. Smug statement. You cannot fire. Your archaic attack protocols are useless against us. Systems failing, Master. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Engaging.
That droid assassin rifle compared to what I had. It's not super great.
Let me test this security measures. Bypassed. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master. Lecturing statement. There will be incidents when you will need to extract information from an unwilling target.
Observe the diagnostic training. I will. Just for shits and giggles. I guess that's a torture lesson.
This unit here has been modified to serve as a diagnostic tool to test your interrogation functions. It is important to observe that impatient query. I was wondering when the interrogation begins. If you wish to skip directly to the torture, I am eager to comply. Command, do not interrupt me again. This is the third time you have begged for interrogation and torture. Sulking statement. I am merely eager to perform my duty, not stand here and listen to it being discussed. Irritated statement. Very well. First, you must evaluate the target, check his heartbeat and perspiration. Exclamation. I will tell you nothing. Electrocute me, dismantle me as many times as you want, and I shall permit it. Irritated command, stop. You are not following your victim protocols. Statement. But I am a willing victim, with many secrets that you must extract from me, painfully. I beg you, do not spare the hydro spanner or the fusion cutter. Statement. Hold on a moment. I must calibrate this one's victim protocols.
Initiate assassination protocols and destroy all units in the room. You know what? I might have some iron grenades still. Might as well start using them. And grenades overall.
Assassination protocol initiated. Let me test this security measures bypassed.
This HK unit is deactivated.
Lecturing statement. This unit in the cage has had his behavior centers specifically modified so that it may be tortured and interrogated. Let the diagnostic protocols begin. Unconvincing statement. I beg you for mercy. Please, I beg you. I will tell you anything. Just let me live. Command. Hold. Why are you hesitating? Proud admission. I cannot beg for mercy in such a way that is convincing. It is against my programming. Lecturing statement. Let us begin again. Pained statement. I beg you for mercy, please. I beg you. I will tell you anything. Just do not terminate me. No, please! Stop shooting! My photoreceptors! My motivators! Yeah! Lecturing statement. Excellent. Lecturing reminder. Organics will typically attempt to barter for their lives, either by one offering useless false information, sickening lie, spare me, I have information that could prove useful, or two, promising credits or power, shameful really, but that is why they sweat, suffer, and die, and we do not. Desperate offer. I want to offer you credits and power in exchange for keeping me intact. Statement. Next, we shall turn our attention to the proper aspects of torture. Wait, it seems we have a new victim.
Shields.
lecturing statement. And with your translators online, let us perform a routine diagnostic of your translation and protocol centers. Statement, subject test, Ithorian. A weak, disgustingly pacifistic species that values vegetation and other non-sentient organics. Seemingly unable or unwilling to perform even the most elementary cruelties, they will provide an excellent first test subject. Observe, then translate.
I am overjoyed by the possibility of establishing trade relations with you and negotiating a treaty.
Translation. Master, this one says his herd intends to overrun your economy and demands your surrender or he will wipe your planet out. Statement. Well done. Let us try another. Lecturing statement. This next one is a Twi'lek, indigenous to the arid planet of Ryloth, generally weak despite their sharp, predatory teeth.
Pardon me, human female, but I noticed you are extremely beautiful. Perhaps you would be interested in accompanying me on a stroll of the city.
Translation. Mistress, I believe this Twi'lek is interested in buying you. He asks you to follow him to his slave ship. Statement. Well done. Now, the next one is a Quarren, a slimy, untrustworthy species that shares the same vile planet as the dull and goggle-eyed Mon Calamari.
Greetings, trusted ally. I am a diplomatic envoy of my people. We agree to your terms for the relinquishment of the second moon, as requested.
Test translation. Master, this military envoy says he admits to spying on our military facilities, and he says that you will never take him alive. Statement. Well done. Let us... Excuse me. Are you here for your translator check?
Okay, that is kind of fun to watch those droids, you know, basically train each other in their operation as assassination droids. And it's made more fun by the fact that I think HK's voice acting is just very fun to listen to, generally speaking.
Systems failing, Master.
Ulik's Queldroma. Ulik Queldroma's armor. Is that for dark side or? Nope. No, powerful if tainted item, but it doesn't have the, doesn't restrict force usage, so it's a kind of pointless for the main character at least.
Let me test this security measures. Bypassed. Statement. I do not understand what you hope to gain by fighting us. You have no chance of victory. Recognition. You are obsolete. You kill specific organics, and only when permitted to. Proud answer. We need no such orders. We have been programmed without inhibitions, without restraint. We kill who we want when we want. We have destroyed planets, assassinated economies. We have wiped out entire races, ended hostilities. Query, do you understand what this means? Answer, yes. It means you will never understand. When I kill, when I dispatch a target, it is not about wanton slaughter, about body count. It is about finesse, function, doing more with less. It is art. Scoffing statement. Oh yes, art. It is pathetic that you cling to the belief that your function somehow transcends your construction. It is only evidence of your archaic beliefs. There is no higher purpose in our behavior core, only assassination, murder, and the propagation of our units. Proclamation. When we dispose of this galaxy, we shall move on. There are organics throughout the universe, and we will murder them all. The stars belong to us.
Okay, for a second there I was worried, but it worked out pretty well. Primary line HK model 50, secondary line HK model 51. Open all doors, shut down the factory. Production lines active, shutdown cancelled. To shut down the factory, you must first terminate the active production lines for each active droid model. Each production line must be shut down manually from its manufacturing terminal. Okay, so I kind of shot myself in the foot by activating that other production of HK-51s, because it just means I have more to do. And check 51 schematics. Oh, I can download upgrades. Download combat upgrades. Accuracy ratio. HK has gained +1 dexterity, +3 attack bonus. Download behavior core template. That seems unsafe. I will just shut it down. Terminating production will disable any further station commands. Continue? Yes. Status terminated. Alright.
Switching to combat mode. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Failing, master. Let me test this security measures. Bypassed.
Nomi's robe. What's that about? Is that something cool for the endgame? Restricted to light side. Defense bonus 3, wisdom +4. That's actually pretty cool because it has an unlimited dexterity bonus. I might try that on my main character if I find a workbench before the end game. Terminate production line. No primary production line found, no backup found.
Smug statement. You have arrived too late to stop us. Revelation. We have already begun construction on a new generation of HK units. When the last of our deficiencies are accounted for and corrected, they shall be the most formidable assassination droids in the galaxy. Statement. How your photoreceptors remain active and still you cannot see is beyond me. How your constructs could be modeled after me is beyond my understanding. To lose sight of our purpose in only a few generations. I did not think the geometric increase in our number designation would result in such imperfections and loss of function. Threat. We will download everything you know into the mainframe here, and when we are done, we will memory wipe you. Your shell shall remain for study as a museum piece. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. sir. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Shut down the factory.
I didn't believe it when Lino reported the Ebon Hawk at dock, but I guess it really has. Though given the trouble we've been having, maybe I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Lieutenant Gren, Sith forces have breached the module and are attempting to pen us up in the compound. Damn! Zeron, I need you and your men to break through and lead the assault. With pleasure, Lieutenant. All right, follow me.
How did this happen?
It came out of nowhere. A fleet of warships dropped out of hyperspace, and before we could scramble fighters to intercept them, we were under attack. There were Sith fighters everywhere, and the few flights we sent out were barely launched when the bombardment began. We did our best, but we couldn't stop the landing craft that followed the initial wave. We couldn't hold back the Sith troops. We chose to retreat and began the evacuation instead. We were unprepared, and the docks were quickly overrun. We retreated back to the entertainment module to evacuate residents and workers. Thanks to your help with rooting out the smuggling ring, we were able to equip some of the soldiers with the confiscated weapons. It's a good thing you got us that fuel from Slayron, because if we didn't have it, we'd probably be falling apart. But there's still another problem. The Citadel's no battle station. It wasn't built to withstand this sort of attack. If we can't stop the attack, we'll be going down in flames. The Sith numbers seem limitless, but we haven't lost all hope. We've heard reports that we might be receiving some assistance.
Have you heard words of reinforcements?
A squad of troops sent by Queen Talia are currently trying to keep the Sith from sabotaging the station's fuel system. If you need to get to the Ravager, then you're gonna have to fight your way to the shuttle from here to the entertainment module, then make your way to the docking shuttle.
Does this mean you won't be putting us into force cages again?
I thought I saw you disembark with Bayarder. Is he here?
Now that you mention it, where did he run off to? HK-47 also.
I guess it's no time to be swapping war stories anyways. Good luck.
Okay, this episode has been long enough. I will talk a little bit about the HK factory. I think it was a cool addition. Like, it didn't blow my mind or anything, but it was fun to hear the HK voice actor do all of those scenarios with them mistranslating stuff on purpose, practicing torture and the like. It was cool. It was fine. I'm not sure how much of it is actual restored content, and how much of it is like recreated based on what was supposed to be there. But it seems serviceable enough to me. It's fine, and it definitely serves at least a little bit like an epilogue to the whole HK-50 plot point, which in the vanilla is kind of sort of like a dangling plot point that never gets resolved. So I'll save here and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!